Alright, hey, what's going on, Freedomers? In this video, we're going to talk about how to gain self-confidence. This morning I was really battling with myself, and I really heard an inner conversation of what me and my friend was talking about this morning. And I learned it really came back down to self-confidence. And if you don't have, what I'm going to write here is one of the things that Dan Pena says, because if they say you can't afford, the exterior things, you have to practice within, before, without. So you have to go within, before, without. So I know that's kind of blurry, but practice within, before, without. Because self-confidence is an inside game. You know what I'm saying? It comes from the inside out, not from the outside in. Not the opposite way around. Why? Because self-confidence can. Hold on. You can lose what's without, but you can't lose, but not what's within. You know what I'm saying? You can lose what's without, meaning you can lose the outside things, but you can't lose the things within. Like, in other words, there was a guy who was a millionaire, and Joe Dispenza was talking to him. He said he made $1 million. He lost everything that he had, and he said, what would happen if he wasn't distraught about it? And he was like, why are you not distraught? Why are you not upset? He said, I have a millionaire mind. I could gain it all over again, because he was self-confident. And our story concludes to say self-confidence comes from competence, meaning knowing what you're talking about, knowing what you're doing. So he was so competent in his skills that he would make it back all over again. No matter what his current situation was, he was so confident. Self-confidence comes from competence. So he was so competent in his position that even if he lost everything, he would gain it all over again. Self-confidence comes from keeping the promises keeping the promises to yourself that you say you're gonna do, or being integral. That's what self-confidence comes from. Self-confidence comes from keeping the promises you say you're going to do for yourself. Not wearing the suits, not wearing the ties, not wearing the cars, not having the cars, not having the clothes, not any of that. It comes from keeping the promises you say you're going to keep to yourself. Yes, cars, clothes, houses enhance those things, but they come from keeping the promises you say you're going to keep to yourself. In any area of life, self-confidence comes from comes from your daily routines. So it comes from the ability to have the position of doing the things that make you feel great, that feel more competent in your area of life, that make you feel competent in your area, and your competence is being compensated for. Self-confidence breaks down in the Greek to have great trust in self. It did not say great trust in clothes. It did not say great trust in BMW. It did not say great trust in Mercedes-Benz. It did not say great trust in house. It did not say great trust in clothes. It did not say great trust in parents. It did not say great trust in family. It did not say great trust in friends. It said great trust in self. So it's an inside-out game. So if you're practicing from the inside in, if you're becoming more competent wherever you want to go, if you're keeping the promises you say you're going to keep to yourself no matter what the circumstance, and you have daily rituals for your success, then you will develop great trust in self, and that will make you gain more self-confidence.